Now we're going to look at an escape to the grapevine. Grapevine can be a terrible place to be put, right? A lot of pressure on the chest, your legs can get straight. How do we get out of that? There's a technical response to that, all right? It does involve taking our hands away from our neck, but that's okay because typically when somebody Supermans on you, they don't have that space to play with to get the hands deep in the collar. It would be very difficult for them to put their hand in deep enough to get to the tag in the back. Now, you are susceptible to Ezekiel's and a few other chokes, but you're in a really bad space, right? It's going to take a little bit of timing and some great technique to get out of this bad place. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to learn how to clear those grapevines, all right? Well, we only actually clear one at a time, one and then the other. When we do that, there is a special relationship between our ankle and our own leg, and you're going to see that my leg goes over the top of my ankle. That is the part that is going to be really frustrating to you. In order to escape the grapevine or escape mount in general, we need to get one leg flat to the floor. If my own ankle's in the way, which it is in this, we have to deal with that, and that's that one spot that's going to be difficult. You're going to have to drill it out a lot. That hand that goes on my partner's pants or my opponent's pants will be able to buy me a little bit of space there. You can give it a little bit of stiff arm, and you can use it to guide. Now, you might get to the back off of this, depending on how vigorously they try to hold on to their grapevine. If they try to transition, they realize that they're losing that position. A lot of times you'll end up in half guard, but you're guaranteed the underhook. Because your hand was on the pants, there's no way that they're going to be able to beat you to the underhook. So it's not a bad position that we end in. Definitely a bad position to start. Oh man, I made some mistakes, right? So you can see Fred has got me grapevine. He's going to stretch me out in a second, but for right now we're just talking. When he starts to stretch me out, I can feel his pelvis and belly button area pushing on my solar plexus. This can be very uncomfortable. But the good news is, like I said, try to put your hand on my collar. It can be very difficult for him to put his hands on my collar while maintaining this. Now, if he takes the pressure off those and comes up on his knees, that's a different position. We start hip escaping. We can do our T-Rex. We can do our Opa. All of those things are great. But for right now, we're going under the assumption that they're just trying to make me suffer, okay? Typically, the hands are out here, right? I'm eating chest hair. So my free hand is going to go to the outside of the knee, okay? And you can see that I'm controlling here, and I will keep my head plastered nice and tight because I don't want to get Ezekiel, okay? Sorry. All right, so in this position, right, I've got my legs stretched. He's stretching me out. I'm going to choose one leg to straighten. And a lot of times I'll straighten my left leg because I have a strong half guard on the right. So what I do is I straighten one leg. You guys see that, right? A lot of people get, go back please. A lot of people get caught up in trying to catch one. We're only going to straighten one. When I straighten that one, that foot is going to come over here onto the heel, and it's going to push it down. When that happens, I use that other foot, grapevine, right? I use that foot to straighten. Now you can see that my calf is over top of my own ankle. That's that space that I was talking about. So I'm going to use this foot on his ankle to help turn my body and get my knee underneath. Now that my knee is underneath, that's when I'm going to start to come out the back, right? Head tight, hand is on that knee, guys, pushing down, right? I choose one leg, boom, I kick it straighten out. Over onto the ankle, I push it down, foot goes to the floor. On my side, there was a little bit of a pocket right there. All the way up, I like to frame the knee and keep that underhook. One more time, I'm just going to do it without talking through it. Kick that leg straight, step on their ankle, pin it to the floor, give that stiff arm on the knee, scoot your hips around, maybe you get the back.